Hey guys, this is Catherine with Oracle Intuitions. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a weekly zodiac reading for the week leading into April. So from March 28th to April 4th, we're going to be taking a look into the energies of the mind, body, spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. So as you know, it's been a hot minute since I've been able to do a weekly reading. As many of you that watch the channel know, last year was a little bit difficult with losing both of our parents, and just other things kind of going on. So having to deal, with all of the things that happen after people pass away and stuff. So I'm back now, and also we're going to be continuing our live shows on Wednesday. So make sure that you click the notification bell so that you do get the notifications of when our live shows are coming on. As many of you again may know, if you're watching the live shows, Brandon did have to move, and it's just been a matter of him getting a good Wi-Fi signal in order for us to be able to do the live shows, because he is my partner on that, and we'll be coming back just as soon as possible. It may be this week, it may not be until next week, but we are trying our hardest to come back on and to do the live shows for you. So in the meantime, we are going to be doing the weekly horoscope shows. Weekly horoscope readings. I hope to continue these. So again, thank you so much for subscribing. Thanks for clicking the notification bell, and let's get into it and let's see what's happening for this week ahead. Also, for those of you that wish a personal reading, make sure you contact me at www.oracleintuitions.com, and make sure you follow my Instagram and my Facebook page as well under Oracle Intuitions. Thanks so much. Have a great week and see you soon. Libra, welcome to your weekly reading for March 28th to April 4th. We're going to be taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships with the closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest you take a look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. All right, let's see what's coming through for our Libras. And one more. Okay. So in the mind, we have the Queen of Wands. Within the body, we have the Two of Pentacles coming through. From spirit, we have the Devil card. So what I'm getting here is it almost feels, Libra, that you're trying to break away from something, or maybe perhaps you're putting a new energy towards something. We have this Queen of Wands energy, and this is really, fiery, and it's almost as though within your mind, you're basically becoming a new strength within yourself. Okay, you're looking at things in a more confident manner. You're looking at things with the strength and the energy and the excitement of that Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is very fiery, right? She doesn't let things go, that don't serve her, right? Or she doesn't hang on to things that don't serve her. She doesn't stay in this place of, okay, if something's not working, she doesn't hang on to it. She lets it go. It's not serving her at this moment. And we've got this Two of Pentacles coming through. So it does feel that you might be juggling some choices, or maybe perhaps, there's some sort of, you're in a place where there's just too much going on. All right. And this could have to do with external circumstances. It could also be within your mind and trying to make a decision coming from a more confident place. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I do this? Do I do that? Which place is going to serve me the best? Now, we also have this Devil energy, and this is really talking about, the Devil can talk about, being bound to something, or maybe possibly someone. And it feels as though you're trying to break away the chains of this. Now, this could have to do with a person. It also could have to do with maybe perhaps a job or a career, maybe just a mindset, whatever it is. But it feels as though you're trying to move forward, and Spirit is giving you the confidence to do so. It feels like you're trying to let go of something or trying to move past something. It almost feels as though, to some degree, that you might be in this place of what will happen. What will happen if I stay? It almost feels like it's interesting, because with this Devil and this Queen of Wands on this side, and we've got this Two of Pentacles here, it almost feels like things are, you're trying to balance a decision out, okay? If I stay, I'm not going to, be in a happy place. I already know that. But am I bound to this? Do I have obligations and responsibilities that I need to stay to this? And I feel like that's just a mindset that's coming through. It doesn't feel like there's true responsibilities. I mean, really, the only responsibilities we have are to ourselves, our children, that sort of thing, right? Of course, eating, sleeping, I mean, the major, responsibilities. But are we bound to a person if we're unhappy, if we're in a bad place, or if we're in a place that we're just not feeling fulfilled or satisfied? And then it's also coming through here with this Queen of Wands, where you want to take charge, you want to move forward, you want to make that decision to leave something behind, or perhaps move towards something that is going to be, more stable or make you feel more confident, even if it's not into a new relationship, or maybe even if it's not into, what it is at this moment. Like maybe you don't know what the next step is, but you do know that by balancing out a situation, you're going to be in a better place by, following that confidence instead of these binds that are holding you or making you feel like you're being bound to something. You're going to be in a stronger and more confident place. So let's get some clarification and see what's coming through. So clarification for Libra. I keep hearing just stop. So we have destruction. Yeah, I kind of feel like you're in this place of, am I going to destroy what I already know, what I already have by moving forward, or by taking a step into a stronger confidence within myself? If I take the step forward, am I going to maybe perhaps ruin connections or ruin something? And I'm really getting here that when we have this destruction card come in, destruction isn't always bad, right? It's really starting new. Sometimes we need to destroy our old concepts or our own old mindsets or our old narratives that we have running through our heads in order to bring something new to the surface. We have nature. So it feels like getting back to nature in some way. For some of you, this could have to do with, just taking a step back. Maybe you need some time alone. Maybe, even putting in some sort of a walk in the woods. I know that sounds so simple, or, a walk, or, spending some time getting back to the basics of things instead of the entanglement of some sort that's happening at possibly this current moment. And we have the Alchemist. I feel like Spirit is saying to you, this is really in your hands. All right. I feel like that devil energy coming through is telling you to some degree, like this, you're not trapped. You're not bound. You're not in a place of being frozen. It is time to move forward. You have the power within you. When that Alchemist comes in, this is really about balance. And to some degree, this is really so much the Justice card. So again, it feels like you were weighing things, okay? Which way should I go? Should I do this, or should I do this, or should I do this, or should I do this? How do I balance this out? And I feel like these choices are really in front of you. And what Spirit is saying is, if this isn't serving you, it is time to let it go. You may have to destroy this. All right. And again, destruction isn't so much a bad card. It's really getting back to the basics. You're destroying those old concepts in order to be in a place that you're going to feel stronger within yourself. You're going to embrace that Queen of Wands energy. So we're going to take a look into some messages coming through from Spirit. Now, these could be some shadow work that you need to do. It could be things that you have to focus on, or Spirit is asking you to focus on at this time. But let's just see what's happening. Okay, first card, enough. Yeah, you were born enough. I feel like this is in two places. One, you were born enough. You are enough. You don't need to continue to either be with somebody or be in a place within your mind or physically that you're not feeling enough. Okay, especially if this is a relationship where things are just maybe there's a third party situation going on. Maybe there's some sort of energy here where you're not feeling like you're enough for this particular person. Or maybe perhaps, this is just within your mind. But I'm also feeling that for some of you, you've had enough. You've had enough. And now you're debating which way to go. All right. So I feel two things with that, but it is a reminder that you are enough within inside of yourself, right? We had that Queen of Wands energy. You are enough. We also have Metamorphosis. Power and strength lie within our surrender to change. Okay, so again, we have this change coming through, the alchemist, the balance coming in, right? It's time for that change. It's time to let go of something and allow yourself. Now, that metamorphosis, it really reminds me of this card, like the destruction card. If you look at this, it kind of looks like the same sort of wings, right? So if you look at the concept of the two cards here, the visual images of the two cards, they are representing very similar. What does a butterfly have to do or a caterpillar have to do in order to become a butterfly? It has to go through that metamorphosis, but what does it destroy? It destroys the cocoon that it was developing in, all right, that it was going through its metamorphosis in. It destroys that cocoon. It destroys the things that are binding it down, right? It has to break through. And I feel like this is what's happening with you, Leo, or Libra, in some way. And we also have the Lantern. Consciousness is light. So I really feel here for you is it's time also to get out of the shadows. Okay, for some of you, this could have to do with, trying not to look at the circumstances in a way, again, that you're being bound or held down, or that there's no chance out, or that you can't take that step forward. I feel also like for some of you, I don't know why exactly this is coming in. I feel like for some of you, there may have to be some sort of compromise. I don't know if there's some sort of energy here. And again, this isn't going to resonate with everyone, but I do feel there is an energy here that could have to do with all or nothing. Okay? All or nothing. And I don't know if this is you being stubborn, and I just feel like this could be a message for, some Libras out there. Again, it's not going to resonate with everyone, but it does feel sort of an all or nothing. I either take it all or I take nothing. And, it feels like that concept needs to also be destroyed. All right. There needs to be some sort of compromise. And I'm not exactly sure why that's coming in. So this may only resonate, with a couple of people or whatever, but I do feel to take that message as well. So let's take a look into relationships and see what's coming in. And remember that relationships can be friends, family, co-workers. They do not need to be romantic. Just take them as they resonate with you. They may also be a relationship with yourself or a relationship with spirit in some way. I feel like in this upcoming week, you might have to make some choices, okay? And this is where you need to look at the balance of your choices. You're not really bound by anything. There's nothing that's really holding you back. And I feel like this is what Spirit is asking of you at this time, is to let go of the theory within your head, or the narrative that's going on within your mind, saying that you're bound, or you have to stay, or that you have to endure something, that has that devil energy of whatever that is. All right. You cannot make this up, guys. Look at this, right? The butterfly. Relationship evolving in the next phase, healing the inner child, growth. So we had metamorphosis, we had that destruction, which I felt had a very strong, like butterfly type of energy. So it feels like you're evolving in some way. Now it could have to do with a relationship, all right? Maybe a relationship is evolving to the next phase. Now, whether that's to a stronger phase, or maybe that's a phase where you're going to just let it go and fly forward. That's going to be up to you. Only you know your personal circumstances. But it is really talking about healing the inner child and a lot of growth coming through. And I did feel that already. Remember, we already had here as well. I feel like for some of you, you're in a phase of, I've already had enough. Right? You might be evolving that relationship right out the door, whatever it is. For some of you, it could be going into the next level. We'll see as we take a look at some of the cards. But again, just take it as it resonates. But I do feel that for some of you, you've had enough, Or this is also a reminder from Spirit that you are enough. And so you're allowing yourself to heal that inner child energy to recognize the fact that you are enough as you are. We also have the Paradise. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. This could have to do with, again, a relationship. Maybe perhaps it is evolving to the next level where you both feel happy with each other. It's evolving to the next step of commitment in some way. Or maybe perhaps you're just letting go of an old narrative in order to take a look at the relationship from a new perspective. Or it could be vice versa, where they're looking at it in a new perspective as well. And then last we have I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. Now, I'm getting two things with this, and I feel like it can go, either way. I feel like for some of you, the ones that are taking a step away from something or letting something go or breaking the binds towards something, this almost feels like you're looking at yourself and saying, I like me. I like me. I like who I am. Again, I am enough. I really feel like this card is really coming into play throughout this whole reading. You are enough. Okay. And again, it might even be that you're in a place of happiness. Once you leave something behind and you let it go, you now recognize the fact that I'm happy. I'm in a place of joy. I am in a place where I can expand and I have oneness with myself. For some of you, this could be a relationship evolving to the next phase where somebody is saying to you, I really like who you are. I like you. Okay. And I want to give this relationship a chance. I want to give it another chance, or I want to move it forward in some way. So let's get some clarification and see what's coming in. Okay, clarification. All right. I'm going to take both of these cards simply because they did come out. But the first card talks about inspiration, all right? It's Neptune, ruler of enlightenment. It does feel like, so there's dreams, fantasy. It's like the hangman energy. You might have to go into yourself and follow your instincts, okay? Let go of old world concepts or concepts that people have been trying to, put towards you or maybe making you feel in some way. It's time to really go into yourself, use your own psychic abilities. Maybe perhaps there's an element of spirituality in here, could be meditation, but I do feel that for some of you, you need to just take a step back and get into that energy of the hangman, where you really start to just follow how it is that you're truly feeling on the inside. And remember, ultimately, you are enough, and come from that place of knowing that you are enough moving forward. All right. We also have the house, home, belonging, roots, comfort, safety, family traditions. So it feels like you're going home to some degree, okay? There's this element of going home. It feels like whatever you choose is going to be right for you, all right? It's going to, you may even want, when you're in this place of contemplation, is really take a look and say, what makes me feel like I'm at home, truly at home? What brings me that happiness, okay? We also have Mercury, messenger of the gods, communication, ideas, talkative, expression, thoughts, manifester. I feel like, again, this energy of the magician card, we already had the alchemist coming through here. This is the magician card. I'm really getting here that you do have the tools that you need. Now you just need to bring a balanced approach to the situation, okay? This may have to do with communication in some way, maybe communicating with yourself, speaking the truth to yourself, maybe perhaps communicating how it is that you're feeling with somebody else, or towards, having that conversation with somebody else. But I do get here that you do have all the tools. You're not stuck. You're not stuck in this energy of the devil. It's really time to move forward. You're not bound. You're not in a place where the idea of constriction is really only within our mind, is what I want to say. We also have the mice. So illness, fatigue, stress, anxiety, worry. This really talks about, I feel like for some of you, this is really portraying that devil energy. For some of you, staying within a situation is bringing about this energy. right? You could be in a place where you're not feeling your best. You are feeling that fatigue, the stress, the anxiety. So what are you going to do about it? Well, this is where you do have to go into yourself and take a look. This really could have to do with the, again, stepping away from a situation, or perhaps taking a new perspective towards a situation and allowing the energy to change in some way. But ultimately, you are enough. And I think this is something that you really have to remember right now, Libra. All right, let's get a closing message from the universe and see what's coming through. So, closing message from the universe for Libra. Closing message for Libra from the universe. All right. Card coming through is Covenant, Sacred Contract. It's interesting with this card because I feel like the contract is with yourself. All right. And your contract with your higher self isn't to be in a place of suffering or feeling bad or feeling bound or feeling, whatever energies are coming through. The contract with yourself and with the universe and with God is about joy and happiness and allowing the new to come in and being in a place of that confidence, and again that Queen of Wands fiery type of energy, right? It's moving forward in a balanced way that's going to be the best for you. And I do feel it's time to really go into yourself, really take a strong look at the circumstances that are happening around you and ask yourself, am I enough within this circumstance? All right? Because if somebody is, again, making you feel that you're not enough in some way, shape, or form, it's time to really move forward, and it's time to embrace who you truly are and to commit to your own personal soul contract in some way. So I truly hope that this has helped, Libra. Thank you so much for watching. If you want a personal reading, please contact me at oracleintuitions.com. Have a great day. See you next time.